Hey guys, welcome back to another tier list video. First thing I wanted to say in this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and follow the Instagram down in the description below. I'm trying to get numbers up on both here and that Instagram. I'm going to start posting there more regularly. I just made my first post before I started recording this video, so make sure you guys go follow that, like that. I'd really appreciate it. Really appreciate all you guys for just watching the videos, supporting the channel, and yeah, let's get right into it. So this tier list is going to be for all the Clone Wars sets. This was updated this September, so should be fully up to date. The Death Star and Gingerbread AT-AT are the only things that have released since that date, and those are obviously not Clone Wars sets, so this should be everything. Alright, so let's get right into it. First off, we have the Homing Spider Droid here. This one, I believe, has the Commander Fox in it. This set's pretty cool. I mean, that figure alone probably puts it like B tier. I think that the other ones that they've done have been better. The 2013 one and the 2016 one, I think. I think it's 16, might be 17. I think this set's pretty solid, and the figures in it are good. You get a couple clones, one of which being Commander Fox, and then the battle droids, which are always a nice throw-in, but mainly the Fox. And I think this would have been like 20, 30 bucks at the time. I think 30. I'm not 100% sure on all these prices, but the Twilight, it's a okay set. I'd put it. I say okay, and I think I'm gonna put it like back of A tier once we get through everything. Might be top of B tier. I'm gonna throw it top of B for now. It might get moved up. I'm not like super huge on this set, but I think it looks cool, and the figures you get in are pretty good. It's the only set that has ever had a Rada in it, so it's a pretty nice find there. But we'll probably get one with him next year with the Mando movie coming out. This Republic fighter tank I do really like. I'm going to throw it A tier for now. I'm going to try and keep S tier pretty small. But this set is really nice. It's probably the best Republic fighter tank we've ever gotten. But you do only get the two clones, so there's nothing too special in it. Like I do think, is it on? Yes, the newest one is on this. This build is much better, but the figures in this set are absolutely incredible. Like this might be one of the best figure lineups we've ever had in a sub $50 set. Whereas this one is just two regular clones. So this build is far superior, though. I will give it that. This droid gunship is cool, but nothing too special. I probably would put it like just below the homing spider droid. Like they're pretty even in my eyes build wise, and then this one has the better figures, so carries it. This gunship, I'll be honest, I think it's great, but I think it's like the third best gunship. I think the UCS and 2013 are both better than this one. I think this one has a lot of nostalgia goggles on it. I'll still put it A tier. Like I think it's a great set. Like it being the third best gunship and it being below two of my favorite sets of all time is not a bad thing. But it's a good set, but just not my favorite. This ATTE, similar thing. I think it's just had better builds of it come out. Both of these have great figures, by the way. I believe the gunship comes with Captain Rex, and this one is Phase 1 Cody, I think, in the ATTE, I want to say. I might have that backwards, now I think about it. But I know one of them's Rex, one of them's Cody. Just great figures in both those sets. Pretty good builds, especially for the time. They're really great. But like I said, I think there's just gonna be some other sets going in S tier. Maybe the gunship could move up because I do really like this. I know it sounded like I was hating on it, but when it's the third best behind a top three play scale set of all time, and I don't think I can put the Republic gunship top five UCS, but it's one of my favorite sets ever. So if it's just behind those two, it's still great. This V19 Torrent, if you had me rank this before the newest one came out, this would have probably been top of A, bottom of S for me. Like, this was how highly I viewed this set. But I've seen them side by side, and the new one looks so much better. If the new one had the same mechanism, this would probably be in like C tier. The mechanism on this is amazing. The way that all the wings fold down at the same time, that is so cool and so fun. But it just is not a great display piece type of thing. Like it doesn't look that great. Like the middle area here is like all open and you just see the mechanism out in the open and it's just whatever. But nostalgia blinds me, and if I was ranking this based on nostalgia, it'd be an A tier, but I'm going to try to avoid that. Magna Guard Starfighter, cool set. one that I would love to pick up eventually, but I think it's right below the V19 Torrent. The Hailfire Droid, I think this is probably better than the Homing Spider Droid in like B tier there. I'm going to try and get through a lot of these smaller sets pretty quickly. The Anakin's Jedi Starfighter is nothing too special. I think it's like here. I think I'd rather have all of these over this. Just, I don't know. I like Jedi Starfighters, but I've never like loved them. Like I'll buy them, but it's nothing that I've never been the biggest fan of them. The Clone Walker Polybag here. Now this is essentially $5 for a Phase 1 clone, which I think is a perfect place for top of C tier. It's like a decent value, but it's nothing special. The Stap, on the other hand, I mean, it's probably going to end up like bottom of C tier. I don't think it's D tier. D tier means it's like a bad set. But I think $5, $5 for a battle droid feels really bad. Actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, like $5 for a Stap and a battle droid feels really bad. $5 for a clone, an actual figure, and a plain white clone, not that bad. But I think it's now that I say it out loud, where it's like $5 for a battle droid and a mini build, doesn't sound that great. Now this one, the Republic dropship with AT-OT. This one, I know a lot of people love it. It's a great set. I'll put that out there first. But it might be one of the most overrated sets ever. Like it is. Don't get me wrong. It's great. It's gonna go A tier here. But I just think it's very overrated. Like there's people that have this as like their one of one best set ever. That's crazy to me. Like it is. It's a great set. It would probably be in like my top 15, but it's not number one. I don't. It can't be your number one, man. This thing looks so dated if you see it. There's customs that look so much better, and I know I shouldn't really compare sets to custom builds, but this thing, it looks fine, but it's nothing special these days. This Venator, same thing. Before the UCS came out, kind of like I talked about with the V19 Torrent and the new model, before the UCS came out, this probably would have been like top of A, bottom of S for me. But it's just, in hindsight, it's not that great. The shaping of it is pretty off. But it's still a good build. It's the only play scale Venator we've ever gotten, so that holds some weight. But overall, it's nothing too special. This might get moved down to B tier, depending on how packed the A tier gets. Anakin's Y-Wing is pretty cool, but nothing too special. I'd probably rather have the Magna Guard fighter than that. This is a Separatist shuttle, which is cool and honestly gets carried by the figures, but other than that, it's a decent build, nothing more. This set, I really loved this set as a kid. Like the missile mechanism is really cool. I never owned it. One of my friends owned it, and I always played with it when I went over to his house, but removing nostalgia from it, I think it's just below the V19 for me. I think I'd rather have this V19 than the Republic shuttle, but it is just below it. You ask me tomorrow, I might give you a different answer on which one I'd rather have. This AAT, best AAT they've ever made. I think I'd put it just above the Republic fighter tank, I think. It's a really nice build. It's pretty big for what it is. You get the battle droids, you get Yoda, you get a clone trooper. It's pretty cool. The Hyena droid bomber, this one I own. I do not have it together. It's somewhere in a bucket. But I remember this thing as a kid. I remember it being super fragile. That's probably why it didn't stay together. A lot of the sets I had as a kid are still together, but this is one of the ones that's not, because I remember it being so fragile. Like I built this thing and it just fell apart. So it's a better set than a mini Walker, but probably not by much. This thing is just whatever. It's a bunch of droids. Who cares? I don't think it's D tier, because D tier, like I said, I want to save that for sets that are bad, but it's probably going to end up bottom of C. This set, easy S tier. This is the battle pack. It is just an amazing set. They're never going to make another set like this unless they start slashing their prices and upping their quality. There will never be another set that's like this level of good. Pirate Tank here is a cool set, and the only place that you can get these figures, I believe, but it's nothing. It's not too prominent in the show, so I think it's probably behind the Hailfire droid here. The Solar Sailor is very unique, pretty cool. I'd put it like here. This is, I don't even know if I've ever seen, this is, oh, is this Ahsoka Starfighter? I didn't know it came with a Vulture Droid. Better than Anakin's, probably better than those two, yeah. The Corporate Alliance Tank Droid is pretty good. You get a couple jetpack clones, you get the tank, you get the battle droid. Probably like right next to the Magna Guard fighter. This is Cad Bane Speeder, I believe is the name of this. It's a okay build, gets carried by the figures. Probably like there, I'd rather have the Magna Guard Starfighter than that. Next up, this turbo tank is, in my opinion, the best turbo tank they ever have, and after seeing this year's, probably ever will make unless they do a UCS one. It's, let me look at the list. It might end up top of the list. Is the UCS Venator on? I don't think the UCS Venator is on here, even though it's technically a Clone Wars set. Yeah, if that's not on here, I think this is gonna end up being number one. I don't see anything else that's probably gonna overtake that in my eye. This set is just incredible. You get great figures, best turbo tank build they've ever made. It's perfect. I don't think that's nostalgia bias either. I never owned this set. I've never held this set, but just looking at pictures of it, it's perfect. And like I said, I don't think they'll ever do anything better. Grievous' Starfighter. Now, I've never owned this one, but the original 2000, I think it's the original one, the 2007 one was one of my first sets ever. So this set, just in general, this model holds a special place in my heart. So I think it will go there. And you do get some good figures with it, and of course you get Grievous, which is hard to come by, but I think the newest one is better, but, 10-year difference, of course, is better. Plo Koon Starfighter here is a pretty good set. I think it's definitely the best of the Jedi Starfighters, probably just below Twilight here, if it wants to let me drop it in there. I think it's definitely the best of the Jedi Starfighters. Droid Tri-Fighter, this I own and is still together, and it's pretty cool. Pretty unique. I think they've only ever done it like one or two other times, so I think it's probably the best of the droid builds here. Next up, this, I think it's called the Freako Speeder. I want to say that's the name of it. I just rewatched this episode the other day. I'm doing a full rewatch of it, and I just watched this a couple days ago. I think it's pretty cool. You get the unique figure in it with the little creature there. I don't remember what they're called, but you also get the Anakin there, but overall, I'm not the biggest fan of the build, but it's an alright set. The B tier is getting huge. That might have to change. I might have to bump some of the bottom sets down to C tier or something eventually, but if we get there, we get there. The Republic Frigate. This one is one that I hold very highly in my eyes, but I also don't own it. It's probably going to go bottom of S tier. Might get moved down to bottom of A tier. Or top of A tier, sorry. But overall, I just view this set very highly. I've never owned it. Unless I find a good deal on it, I probably never will own it. But I do own the Republic Cruiser, and that's one of my favorite sets ever. So this one, where it's a gray remaster of it, is probably incredible. This one is the Geonosian Starfighter. This one has Phase 1 Cody, so in my eyes, that automatically puts it like here. And the build is alright. I think it's probably there. I think that's below. I'm going to move that down a little bit. I don't think that's better than either of those. This is, I want to say the Sith Night Speeder is what this is called. Savage Opress carries this. The build is meh. It's like there. The T6, this is one that I had a lot of nostalgia for. I shouldn't say nostalgia because I never owned it, but I just looked at this thing and I really, really do like it. Like, I keep putting stuff in B tier where I'm like, I like it, but I don't love it. And the B tier is just huge. I'm going to move some of this stuff down. Let me move some of this down, because the B tier is just way too big. I think realistically, like, what's a good B tier set to leave it off with? The Plo Koon Starfighter? I think the Plo Koon Starfighter is a good place to leave it off at. I think everything else there might just be a, yeah, I kind of like it type thing. And I'm going to move this down to D tier, because, like, this being in the same tier with any of these sets doesn't feel right. Maybe if there was an extra tier somewhere, it would make this list a little easier. The Bounty Hunter gunship here is probably on par with the Separatist shuttle here. Maybe just above it. I do like the set, but nothing more than that. Mandalorian Battle Pack is definitely one of the better battle packs they've ever made for the same figure. Wish we could go back to it, but at least in the cheaper battle packs, I know they did that a little bit with the $45 one. Still ridiculous, but wish we could go back to cheap $10 battle packs, but probably won't. This clone battle pack, also good. I think it's like there. The figures in this one are great. Even though I was just saying this one is perfect because it comes with 4 of the same ones, this comes with 3 different great figures, 2 of the same one, and then 2 unique ones. And you also get a cool speeder. Like, this is, like, best battle pack ever made here, and then this is, like, top 5. So, this one, I believe, is the Battle on Geonosis. You get Phase 1 Rex and Luminara, which I think that alone puts it, like, here. Like I said, I think it's a decent cannon build, but then you get 2 great figures in it. Mace Windu Starfighter, looks like you get like a speeder and a couple staps in it as well. So I think that's like right above Plo Koon Starfighter, just because of the extra builds. The Mandalorian Starfighter, you get Pre Vizsla and a pretty cool Obi-Wan. This one I do own. I love this set. It looks great. Probably bottom of A tier. And I think it's better than the Venator. The Malevolence, this is one that I wish I had bought. I bought a lot of other sets from this year, and this is one of the ones that I missed out on. I might be overrating it just because I don't own it, but this is one of my biggest regrets of not getting. I got a lot of other great sets from this year, but this was unfortunately one that I didn't get. The Saesee Tin's Jedi Starfighter here is alright, but I don't super care about the character, so we can go top of C. I think it's definitely worse than Plo Koon. This Geonosian Cannon, another set that I own. Pretty good set. You get a Barriss Offee and a couple Geonosians and a Phase 1 Gree, which I think will put it like there. I think if I'm putting a set just because of the figures with Phase 1 Rex, I think I can put Phase 1 Gree right below that, because Rex is definitely cooler than Gree. This battle pack is hard carried by that ARC Trooper, but I think it's like just above the AAT. It's not better than the AAT, but it's better than this battle pack. Like, the ARC Trooper is great, but this ARC Trooper might be the best clone trooper they've ever made. At least the best generic one. Like, if you look at the captains and commanders and all that, those might have better figures. Like, the Cody from the ATTE is very close to perfect, if not perfect. And this ARC Trooper is up there, being perfect. I got a couple of these, and it's an amazing figure. This is the H87 Starhopper. I hope I got that name right. Something like that. And I know it's something Starhopper. This can go... I do own this set. You get some good figures with it. It's like very underrated build, honestly. It's pretty big and it looks cool. I think I'm going to put it... I think I like this more than the Twilight. I do really like this set. It's very underrated and something they'll never make again. This Mandalorian Speeder is a great set. I'm going to put it top of B. You get 2 Maul Mandalorians and Maul with the robot legs. Like, what more can you want? I think this thing was like $20 too. Amazing set. Wish we could get stuff of that quality for $20 today. The Umbaran MHC cannon here is pretty cool. You get some good figures. I believe that's Ahsoka, and I know you get some 2 12th troopers, and then the Umbarans. I think this is probably just above the Mandalorian Starfighter. I don't own this one, but I do think it's better. This set, before the UCS Venator and the Microfighter came out, probably would have been like A, S tier. I think it's like just below this. Maybe it's just because this is one that I do own, so I might not have the desire to get it and like view it very highly, because I'm like, it's just a couple speeders and some figures. But it's a good set. I'm not down on it, but it's just nothing crazy. Z95 Headhunter, probably like bottom of A tier. This is a really good set. You get Pong Krell and a couple troopers in it, and it's just a great looking ship. I do really like this set. One of my favorite Republic vehicles. This ATRT is pretty cool. One of the few options we had for 501st troopers back in the day. So I'll put it just above the Corporate Alliance tank droid here. And you also get Yoda and a sniper droideka, which is pretty cool. The Coruscant Police Gunship, I believe is the name of this set. Really cool set. One that I do regret not getting. This, really cool. You get a couple shock troopers, you get Ahsoka. It's from that scene at the end of season 5. Just a really great set, and I think it was like $40. Like, you get a lot for that. This is some other cannon. I forget the name of it that comes with Phase 2 Wolfpack troopers. This is probably better than the Umbaran one in my opinion, but they're pretty similar sets. But you get Wolfpack troopers in that, so it goes above that. Senate Commando Battle Pack here. It's okay. Put it like here and see. The figures are nice, but other than that, they're not super desirable. It's one of the types of battle packs that you buy one of and that's it, one or two, because they're not super desirable figures, but they are nice figures. I will give them that, but not the most desirable. This Republic fighter tank is kind of meh, but you do get Aayla Secura and the Phase 2 gunner, which I think those alone will put it like there for me. Yoda's Jedi Starfighter, whatever, probably better than Saucy 10s, but not by much. New Anakin Starfighter is probably a bit better than the older one, but bottom of B tier. General Grievous's speeder here is, I mean, where would I put a General Grievous figure alone? Like, here? Like, that's pretty much all it is a crappy speeder build, a Mace Windu, and a General Grievous, so. This AAT is here solely based on the two figures in it with the 332nd Trooper and Ahsoka. Which I'm thinking about, the 332nd Trooper was released in the battle pack, and we're probably getting another one next year, so that doesn't even do a lot for that set. But that Ahsoka figure is really, really good. If they just scaled the cannon better, it would probably be a little higher, but it just looks like, I don't know any other way to say it because I know it sounds stupid because it's based off a cartoon, but it looks like too cartoony where it's like so exaggerated. But just the only way I can think of to describe it. The original 501st Battle Pack is a really great set. I think it's better than that one, just based on what you get out of it and the whole movement behind it. Might be. I don't think it's better than the ATT. I think it's better than that AAT though. This set just has a great story behind it, great figures, and I don't know. I bought 20 of them, so if that tells you how I feel about it, I do really like it. This Mandalorian Starfighter is definitely worse than the older one, but not by much. I think I'd put it there. The duel on Mandalore here is $20 for an Ahsoka and Maul. I mean, decent value there, but probably like a C tier set. This Republic fighter tank is hard carried by the figures. The build itself is kind of meh, but the figures itself, I think we'll put it like here. I love the purple clones. Purple is my favorite color, and just the purple clones. You get Mace Windu with arm printing in it. It's a amazing set for the figures. This Yoda's Starfighter is literally identical to the old one. I don't know the difference. I've seen them side by side, and they look almost identical, so I'll put them in the same spot. 332nd Battle Pack has its issues, but overall, I don't hate it. Now I think about it, that's probably the same way I'd describe the Coruscant Guard Gunship here. I do kind of like this set. I know the figures have its issues, but the build itself is pretty nice. So I'd put it like towards the top of B tier. This 501st Battle Pack I don't like as much as the original one, but it's still pretty solid. Where did I rank some other battle packs? Would I put it up with those? Probably not. I'd put it like here. This battle pack I do really like though. This is one, I didn't buy as many as the 501st one. I definitely did a little bit of overkill on that 501st one, but this set is really nice, and the figures you get in are really great. You can army build battle droids and clone troopers out of it. It's a really great set. This MTT, I would probably put it bottom of S tier. I love this set. It is amazing. It's just such a great set. It's a little overpriced, but I'm not taking price too much into account with this list since it's spanning 15 years, over 15 years of sets, so kind of hard to judge prices on a lot of these. But this set is probably the closest thing we're going to get to a perfect MTT. Like, it is absolutely flawless. Like, it is. I don't know. I can't. I don't know how much I can glaze this set. I just can't. I just can't get enough of it. I love this thing. If it goes on sale, I might buy a few more of them. Just love that thing. Same with this V19 Torrent. I don't think it's quite S tier, but it is really, really nice. Do I want to put it above the... Yeah, I want to put it above the ATOT. It's a really nice set. This set, I just ranked that in S tier saying I was ignoring price. And that means I kind of have to do it for this one. Which means... I don't know. It's hard for me to overlook it on the current sets. I can overlook it on the old ones because it's like resale value and all that. But overall, this set has its issues. No waste capes. Should have had waste capes. And yeah, I'd probably put it like here. Yeah. I like it. If it was $30, I'd love it. But this turbo tank is not great. I don't think it's bad, but I think it's a perfect meh set that's just overpriced. It is the definition of a meh. The Arc 170 here, I do like this set. It's not as good as the older ones, but I think it's better than... It's like there. It's better than the Gunship and the Mando Fighter. And the Ahsoka's Interceptor has amazing figures, has a decent build, and is quite overpriced. So I think that is a good, like, middle of B tier set. So yeah, that's it for my tier list. If you couldn't tell, I love Clone Wars sets. That's why there's pretty much nothing in the bottom tiers, or in the D tier here. Pretty much nothing in it. Just some cheap builds with droids is essentially all those are. Everything else is at least, like, passable for me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and a comment. And remember to subscribe and follow the Instagram link down below. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.